And we welcome you inside Studio C, where we have an entertaining and informative hour planned for you. I'm Dave McCann. Great to have all of you with us from around the world on BYU TV, BYU Radio, and the BYUTVsports.com. What was it that led you to choose BYU in the first place out of Southern California?
Well, first of all, Michael Jackson was my favorite artist at the time. I remember getting a visit from Lavelle Edwards when he came to recruit me, and I was just so impressed with his honesty about the program, about BYU. Me being non-Mormon, he was very upfront about what they expected here at BYU, and he let me know about it, and I appreciated that.
Team's got a shot at the national championship, but there's something bigger for you in that game with your dad on the sidelines.
Yeah, definitely. My dad was diagnosed with cancer the year before, and he had been struggling the whole year. And just before the season started, my mom called me, and I didn't even know about it, but my mom called me and said, your dad is not going to live too long. He may not see the rest of the year. So I was ready to come home at the time. The season had just started, and I was ready to come home, quit school, come back to be with my dad. And my mom said, no, he doesn't want you to. He wants you to finish the season, finish school, and he'll see you in December, because BYU had always gone to the Holiday Bowl. So I talked to him and I said, hey, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stay here and go to school, and we're gonna see you in December. And he said, I'll be there. So we didn't know how, because he couldn't walk. He was in a wheelchair. He was bedridden. They worked it out with the Holiday Bowl committee that he could be brought out to the field. And they put him on a gurney, propped him up on a truck about 10 feet back from the sidelines, and he watched the game. He had the best seat in the house.
A couple of things stand out as far as the Cotton Bowl is concerned. New Year's Day, first ever game played on New Year's Day. The number of games that we played, a little bit of the controversy with the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl and being locked in at 5th, thinking that we would possibly have a chance to play in a higher bowl, but nonetheless being esteemed the opportunity to play in the Cotton Bowl. So it was a great experience.
The foundation has been set, so we expect Trey to live up to what his dad did and then exceed it. And for the program to continue to improve, and we have to match what has been done before and then exceed it. So there's high expectations.
Here you're down by 4 in the fourth quarter. Walk us through this.
Yeah, I think this is the one where my helmet gets popped off, and I think this is, the most memorable play from this game, and people always want to point to this thinking it was the game winner. But really this was, just in the second half. But, we saw one-on-one coverage, and Max kind of gave me a look, and I gave it back to him, and the look where if you don't throw this ball to me, you're going to be in trouble after.
Much has been said and written about how you were first introduced to the game of football, and looking back now and where you are today, how grateful are you that you had the chance?
I'm really grateful. When I first started, I actually wanted to play basketball. And obviously that didn't work out for me. I remember coming here a few months ago to watch some of the basketball games, and the coach came up to me and he's like, you got to thank me for not letting you on the team. I was like, thank you very much.
It's nice of Coach Rose.
Yeah.
Leon, do you think you could catch Taysom as you came around the corner to try and corral the quarterback?
If I had a running start, yeah, I might be able to catch him.
I would say this: always build your quarterback's confidence. He would win if it was me and him racing and we were both playing. So
I appreciate that.
Wise man.
Good
Dennis,
catch-up.
Dennis, you're always close to the quarterbacks because they were always key to you getting the football. What do you think of Taysom and his ability at this stage of his career and where he can go?
Well, I think the sky's the limit for Taysom. He's proven that he's a terrific athlete.
I expect us to be really good, and I think our staff has done a great job in bringing in guys that will allow us to continue to go fast and go hard, and when we sub, to stay fresh. We have plenty of depth to do so. As far as me running more or less or whatever, I think it's a hard thing to balance because all this stuff is built into our offense. So it'll all be dependent on how these defenses play us.